Good morning to all the beautiful people out there. We are live here. It's a Thursday morning. Presently, I believe it is. Hold on. It is. We're having a hard time. It is 47. Feels like 41. Partly cloudy. Precipitation 5%. Humidity 55%. Wind 11 miles per hour. And air quality good. Today's temperature will be 12 degrees lower than yesterday. So that means it's gonna be pretty low. So Rabbits, good morning, good morning. It's gonna be a good show, man. Like I said, I was thinking this morning what I want to do, what I want to talk about, and I was on a phone call, and I said, man, I got to talk about this. People who are defensive, mean, miserable people, and why they are on the defensive and why they act the way that they do. It's not because they're strong. It's not because they're tough. It's not because they're smarter than somebody else. In fact, it's everything other than that. Miss Lance, hope you're having a good morning. Let me run down a few things on what it really is. Now, these defensive people, you know, act out, act up, whatever you want to call it, and seem to think like that, their reason is the best. And the reason why they do it is, oh, I'm not on defensive. I just have to stand for what's right. I'm not going to let anybody take advantage of me. But no, the bully and all that nonsense, it's just a weak trait. So here, what it really becomes a part of somebody's everyday life when they're disrespecting people or they have to be on the defensive because they've done so much dirt. Come on, cat. That they don't know where it's coming from, so they have to be ready for war with anybody, which is really disgusting. But it shows what people are and who they are. So some of the traits, and I'm sure you guys know this, but here goes a couple things. It says people often become defensive. Says because they feel threatened or attacked, which can stem from a fear of judgment, low self esteem, anxiety, past trauma, or a desire to protect their ego, leading them to react defensively to, to criticism or feedback to avoid feeling vulnerable or exposed. Now that's fact. What's up, brother? And so, you know, and me and Sesson talk about this a lot too because these guys, that's who they are. All these people, women too, whoever's on the internet, whoever's on social media, and they're running their mouth and they come off defensive and act the way they do. Like I said, man, and to all you fake tough guys out there, it's not because you're tough, it's because you're weak. It's because you're threatened. It's because you feel attacked. It's because the judgment you can't handle, but yet you judge everybody else. It's because the low self esteem is so low that you have to go defense mode because you don't like what you see in the mirror. So you have to attack other people and be on the defensive because you think everybody is going to come at you and do what you do because you're looking at yourself and you don't like what you see, you don't believe what you see. So you think everybody sees the same thing you see in the mirror. So they come and they attack you, but it's really not about that. It's really about you. And yes, you know what, Seth? Let me say this to all you fake content creators, because look, I've seen a lot even yesterday. And all I want to say is if your content is bashing people, if your content is getting a bunch of people to come in a chat and just all you do is talk about people, especially about people who never even disrespected or went that way, that's just because you're scared. When you up there screaming at people, doxing people, threatening people, and being defensive, it's because you're scared. It's because you don't like what you see. The fear of judgment, which these people who are so defensive put judgment on everybody else. Their low self esteem is basically how they really want everybody else to feel. They want everybody else to be down to where they're at. So if they come off aggressively or judgmentally, defensively, that's like that 52 fake out to be like, oh, let me go this way. Nobody will think that it's really me. No, we see that. We know that it's you. We know that you're, pretty much projecting yourself on somebody else. And we know that. And here's another thing too. Anxiety, past trauma, desire to protect their ego. Me and Sessa talk about this all the time. Darren C4, me and you talked about this, bro. These guys on here with egos. Look, that's one of the reasons why I knew Darren C4 was a real dude. Because when he was called out or somebody mentioned his name, he jumped right on a panel and got right to it. That wasn't being defensive. That was him saying, "Yo, you're saying something about me. Let me show you who I am." And see, that was a stance of confidence what Darren did. That wasn't being cocky. That wasn't him being super defensive. People ran their mouth, and he stood up for what he believed in. And guess what? I don't say he just jumped people, but there's nothing more that came from that. And that's just reality. But one of the reasons why I want to do this today is because here goes another one, right? Here goes some more things about these people, right? Key reasons why people might be defensive. I wrote these down, but I put them in this. So, protecting your self worth. Defensiveness, defensiveness acts as a shield to maintain a positive self image when faced with potential criticism or negative feedback. See me? You don't like me? You want to talk crap? Do what you got to do, man. I'm not going to respond. I'm not going to jump out of the window because I'm confident in who I am. I'm confident in what I believe in. Nobody's going, hey, Lee Lance, my brother, Lee. Lee Lance is here this morning. What's up, Lee? We hope you're feeling good. Yeah. Hey, Darren, but you know what, though? What was good about that is somebody was trying to call you out and you stepped up to the plate and humbled that. But, Darren, check this out, right? And it also says that the biggest thing, Sassy, you know this well, brother, and this is to all these guys. I'm not going to say names, but to all you fake clowns over there in the Mob 2 land and everywhere else, this is what you guys, I'm going to break down what you guys suffer from, and then I'm going to read off what it really is. So, protecting your self worth, which I don't think you have any self worth because you act the way you act, but here we go. Fear of rejection, low self esteem, anxiety, childhood experiences, guilt or shame. You ready? And misinterpretation. Sometimes people might misinterpret neutral comments as criticism, leading to a defensive reaction. How many times have we seen that on here? People say something. Kingston, I hit you up, brother. People say something on here, right? And what do? They jump out of the window, and somebody was just being a little bit conductive criticism. Like, if you can't handle that, then social media being over here, forget it, man. You know, I'm a guy who's been attacked all around the board, and I'm still standing here. Yup, 99% punks. And check this out, though, right? I wrote this down. So let me just tee off with this. Here you go. So, fear the rejection. To all these guys that claim they're the mob tube kings and the content kings, people might become defensive to avoid being judged, abandoned, or disliked by others. Could you imagine all these guys barking and women yelling and screaming at people, talking about this one and that one, and all it's really about is exactly what they just said. Look, it's because people become defensive to be avoid being judged. But if you're supposed to be this guy that's the king of MobTube or the king of YouTube, and you're scared, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but that's not possessing a place of strength or any kind of strong ego. That's exactly showing a weak person, right? To feel abandoned or disliked. So rather than look, people don't like me. Hey, God bless you. Have the right to do that. But these people can't take it. These people, man, are not people in your life in general, man. You'll come across people who act so defensive and act like this, that that always have to be, better than somebody. They always have to put somebody else down, or they're the only ones that can do this right. And it's really more low self-esteem. Individuals low self-esteem may be more likely to interpret feedback as a personal attack and react defensively. Yeah, a lot of that. People come in, they say something, right? And I mean, look at me and Cessa. That's all we do is laugh. We've been attacked here, man, and guess what? We're still standing. Our families, God bless. Everybody's healthy. We go through trials and tribulations, but you know what? It's nothing a Dietz and Watson hot dog, a hot sausage can't solve. And you would have been proud of me last night, bro. I was hungry last night. I didn't want to eat a bunch of junk. So I had some low sodium turkey bacon. I cooked up like 4 pieces, cracked a couple eggs in there, and then I had hot peppers, the long hots. I cut them up, mixed it all up in an omelet. Awesome. Here's another thing that they suffer from: anxiety. Anxiety can trigger defensive responses as a way to cope with perceived threats or stress. Like these guys up, bro, you threatening me? You do nobody's threatening nobody, man. This is just your anxiety thinking somebody's doing that, man. To be honest, everybody who acts like this on the internet is laughed at, man. The most successful channels don't have any drama on there, right? Childhood experience, past experience of abuse, neglect, harsh criticism can lead to a learned pattern of defensiveness. Now, Sessa, your parents, my parents, grandparents, when they came from Italy, what do you got? What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? They have a lot of trauma, but they dealt with it. They didn't run to this one, that one, feel sorry for themselves. Man, some of the elders had so much problems and stress in their lives that they couldn't run to nobody. You were forced to deal with it. And to me, that's some of the people we really need to look up to, because they don't get enough credit. I know, they're weak. All the long hunts, yeah, they're great. But check this out too, right? So here's the one that I didn't really understand until I started researching this because I understand guilt and shame, but when somebody feels guilty about something, they might become defensive to avoid confronting their feelings. Exactly. So most of these people that attack people and do all this, they're usually seeing something in somebody else that they see in themselves, or maybe something that happened to them, or they have to make it a fair game because why they're the only ones that should that happen to. So they have to attack people and go after people and make people think that well, it's you, not me, when it's really not even about that, man. I mean, most of these situations don't even have to be anything like this. But people choose to do this because, and a matter of fact, like, it just goes to show how people were raised, too, because if you're raised right, you're going to act right. If you're raised wrong, you're going to act wrong. And how about this one, man? Misinterpretation. Sometimes people may misinterpret neutral comments as criticism, leading to a defensive reaction. That's just like you hear somebody talking, you walk by, you talking to me? Would you say? No, not everything's not about you. Get out of there, bro. Not everything's about you. But this is something that doing the research that really shook me a little bit, man. Yeah, that's what's up. He said he watched the channel has 50,000 people in the chat. Damn straight. So look, Ant, how defensive manifests, how defensiveness manifests. Here you go. I'm gonna help you guys out, all you weak-minded MFers out there that are fake tough guys like to bully people, dox people, run your mouth, act like you're the tough guy, the hard guy. You just a weak ass little whatever. Here you go. Denial of responsibility. This is how it manifests, right? Get out of my blinds, man. Denial of responsibility, minimizing or denying one's role in the situation, as they always do. Blame somebody else. Don't take, responsibility for their actions. It's everybody else. Blaming others, shifting focus to someone else's faults instead of addressing personal issues. Well, yeah, you got to make everybody else look better. Well, make yourself look better. Yeah, right. Ain't my dad too. He's alive and he's still. Come on, man. This cat. Oh shit. See him try to bite me. But listen, blaming others, shifting focus, man, is one of the weakest things. Like, especially like you go in life where you have growth. If you're an addict, you get clean, or you have bad, you know, early life, and then you change your life, and then you're trying to be a better person, and you learn from experience, and you change and become better. Not these people. Most of these people, uh, you know, focus on other people's faults, and then they don't have to focus on theirs. When it's really like you're just showing judgmental. And again, all these people say, I don't care about nothing. I care about me. No, you don't. You worry about what everybody else is doing. Do what you do. Be your own person, man. Stop worrying about everybody else. Come on, get down, buddy. Um, Here we go. Interrupting or arguing. trying to shut down conversation by talking over others, becoming argumentative. That's the biggest, oldest trick in the book, man. I mean, that's what these people do. Come on, get the hell out of there. Come on, get out, get out, get out, get out. No, you're gonna get hurt. That's the oldest trick in the book, man. That's the oldest trick in the book. Shut people down, right? Don't even let them get off what they're trying to say. You just, you know, interrupt, talk over, and do what you have to do because, and that's a defense mechanism I've used many a times is, talking and letting people, come on, stop, letting people see what you're doing or, I mean, at the end of the day, you have to be accountable for everything you do. To push the blame and point the finger is a weak individual, man. To make fun of people when it's really yourself that there's something to make fun of. I can make fun of myself. I can criticize myself. I can take it when other people do that to me. But the majority of the time, the people doing that and guessing me and judging me don't even know me, man. So, you know, there she goes. What do you got, girl? Come here. Oh, I thought you didn't want the muffins. What are they? Let me see. Birthday cake. Hey, these are birthday cake. What? What happened? Tired? Here. I'll be there in a minute, okay? Yeah, so, I mean, that's another one. I wasn't going to come on today, but I said, you know what? Let me get up here. Another one, and this is one of the biggest ones. Emotional outbursts. Reacting with anger or frustration when confronted. That's the biggest one. I mean, that's you know, you ever notice when you ask somebody something or so defensive? Ah, crazy, man. Uh, here we go. I just think it's nuts, man. I really do. The way people act, the way they carry themselves, and the way people still support this stuff and think that these people really have, some kind of content or they really have a good message. No, it's just hate. It's bullcrap. All these people, I'm telling you, everybody who does a stream that's going after somebody. I'm not saying the people that got to defend themselves. The majority of people don't attack all the time, have low self-esteem. They don't like what they see in the mirror. They're not confident. They don't believe in what they're talking about. That's why they always have to include something else. Because if it was just about them, they'd make it about them. It can't be that. That's why they need 15 people to come up on the panel and do something. I mean, you're supposed to learn that. We've been here 3 years. You're supposed to learn and change and get better with the times, not to regress back to worse. But here you go. What happens in the brain when a person reacts quickly, intensively, and defensively? When a person gets extremely defensive, the limbic system in the brain, the one involved with processing of emotions, has been activated. Mental health clinicians, whatever, refer to this reaction as primitive, but another way to think of it is somewhat animalistic. Human beings have brains and a cerebral cortex specifically that are astonishingly sophisticated. Humans have the capacity for all sorts of mental activities that sets them apart from other mammals. But it's important to remember that at root, human beings are still living, breathing organisms that have automatic survival system built in for self-protection. And that's true, but most of that's turned on when you're, in defense mode. Put another put another way, no one would ever refer to an alligator as mean for tearing apart a fisherman. Why not? Because we understand the alligator's brain is structurally different from a human's. Though a human being version of protecting himself will look different, say in the form of getting defensive. The defensive reaction just as primitive, quick, and yes, brain based as an alligator. It's important for humans in relationships to understand that what happens in our brains while we argue or fight is largely determining what we're saying or doing. And that's the truth. These people are just, quick mouths, quick running their mouths, quick talking junk. Steve Easy, what's up, brother? Good morning. And to me, I don't, I don't get, that's just not me, man. Harlan, what's up, brother? Hope you're having a good day, man. Yeah, yeah, that's it. Remember that? Steven, my good friend, hope you're doing good. Yeah, whack in the mouth. That would be real good, Ant. You know what I'm saying? But I think let me find this last piece because, like I said, I got a lot to do today. But here's a short version why people someone gets defensive as a means of avoiding accountability and getting the other person to back off. That's the truth. It's all about accountability. How can you sit there and judge another person, tell them what to do this, do that, when in all reality you're not taking accountability? Say hi. Look, say hi. He's tripping, this cat. Come here. What do you want? Come here, say hello. Come here. Say look, say hello. Say hi, Sinatra. It's Sinatra. Look, say hi. I shall call him Mr. Bigglesworth. This cat's tripping. But for me, I don't understand. I do understand because obviously I'm a human. I've lived it. I've seen it. But I just don't understand when grown men and women act the way they do, man. And here's a couple ways to manage it. Now, this isn't my methods. This is by the book. First, what not to do. Don't say you're getting defensive. In fact, don't utter the word in context because mere mention of the word will only make the situation more explosive. The defensive person knows that their defense is a weakness. Defensiveness is a personality defect because they've heard this complaint from many others who came before you, and that just makes it worse. Follow the simple steps. Pause for a few seconds or more as soon as you spot the defensive reaction. Look away at something, anything in the immediate environment to distract yourself and reduce the potential. For your own potential limbic reaction, consider gently walking away from the conversation and calmly saying, "Give me a minute to put my thoughts together." Like that really happens in the conversation. Discuss the situation with a couple of trusted friends later to confirm whether the reaction was truly a problematic sign. And finally, ask yourself whether the defensiveness reflects long term pattern or rare occurrence. I like to say long term pattern. I don't think rare occurrence because most of the people that I've ever seen act like that, man, that's what they do. And they're on here every day doing this crap. Why? I don't know. I really don't. I really don't know why they do it. But you know what? It makes them feel good. But to be honest, they're not really feeling good. They're bad all the time. They have low self esteem. They have anxiety. They don't feel good about themselves. They're not positive in every step and every move that they make. So it's got to be about everybody else. Ah, yeah, that's a good one. He said, "I'm not judging anyone. Judges get paid well." For real, man. It's crazy. It really is. I know, right? And that's what I'm saying, Darren. Darren, let me and Darren, you know what we're talking about. I'm talking about everybody over there who thinks I'm talking about them. Hold on. Hold on, guys. I'm working on this. That's crazy, man. Anyway, it's crazy just the way people do it. Just do what they do, man. It really is. But at the end of the day, you're accountable for who you are, your actions, everything you do. If you're feeling a little messed up and you want to blame everybody for your bull crap, then that's on you. If you want to come on here and do content, scream, yell, dox, you're the toughest dude in the world. You're the toughest chick in the world. Everybody else who doesn't subscribe to you, doesn't hang out or support you is no good, and you're the only show in town. Man, that's worse than just defensiveness. That's just ignorance, and that's just like people who think they're better than people. Man, you find a lot of was it 10 o'clock? Yeah. But I wanted to pop on here, man, just because I thought it was something need to be talked about. I think this is pretty informative. If you go back and watch it, hit that like button, man. Uh, like I said, man, you know, everybody out there who knows me and knows that, you know, what I would say or do, or what somebody else would say or do. But the hardwire. At the end of the day, man, I'm accountable for what I do, what I say. And the people who can't accept that or be accountable for what they do and say, I won't trust them, man. I won't want to be around them. But so many people on the internet still go around these people, and I just explain to you why. If you ever wonder why people in other chats are doing something, it's because of fear, man. When people get comfortable, it's easier for them, right? Rather than to fight and argue, go back and forth and be the target. Sometimes they join them and think it's easier, but it never works because sooner or later they run out of people to target, and then you become the one targeted. Or you hear something you don't like, and then you take it like they said, quick reaction. Maybe they're not talking about you, and then you say something that backfires, and next thing you know, you're caught up in the rut. The best thing to do, man, on this internet is be yourself. Don't follow nobody's lead, and don't worry about anything, man. You just keep doing what you're doing. If it's a positive message and has substance, you'll last, man. Hey, Win Whispers, hope you're having a blessed day. You are 1,000% right with that. It is. Hey, rehabilitated behavior. God bless, man. I hope you're having a great day. We're just talking about people who are, can't accept accountability. They want to blame everybody else, man. And, I'm not calling anybody out per names, but I mean, most people know who we're talking about. And I'm not just talking about one person. I'm talking about a lot of people on here that act that way, that are, responsible for maybe a lot of how can I put it? A lot of the craziness that goes on here in the division, man, is due to people who are, can't really take conductive criticism and accountability because everything to them is defense. They have to argue with people. They have to make it about everybody else. One thing people really understand over a period of time is people can sense when somebody's full of crap, and they'll see that and that'll come out. And then when it does come out, you know, oh man, she is so beautiful. We love Foxy, man. She's a great girl, smart girl. Hey, them dudes couldn't, Foxy, God bless her. She's friggin' like a senator over there. These people couldn't get elected dog catcher for real. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Real rehabilitated behavior, man. That we can control that. You don't have to be that person. And to be honest, when you're around them people, you support them. Yeah, you are part of the problem. But worse than being part of the problem is that when you're around that negative and you start absorbing all that, man, you might have been a person you could just listen to and never respond. But sooner or later, whether you get caught up in the mix or get called out, or you have to face and be accountable, and then you go on the defensive for that. You start becoming like these people, man, because you all share the same thing: reaction, emotion, defense, anxiety, low self-esteem, looking in the mirror and saying, "Oh, we got to do this and go after these people because, come on, man, we don't like what we feel and see here." That's not us over here. That'll never be here. My mission every day is for you guys to wake up in the morning, have a beautiful day, look in the mirror, love yourself, love your family. Doesn't matter if you got it, doesn't matter if you want it. God gives you what you need, not what you want. You just stay right with yourself and stay right with God, man. It's nobody else's business. People who act like that will fall. Sometimes it just takes time. You have to just Keep your head up and keep moving, man. But on that note, I do got to get out of here. Uh, I'll definitely be back tomorrow, maybe tomorrow night. I don't know when. But I hope you have a blessed day, man. It's Thursday. Uh, just try to be a better person, man. Be kind to people. Like, do whatever you have to do. What works for you works for you. But if you usually get a thing in your gut and you feel a certain way, you kind of know that that's not right. You kind of know you shouldn't act that way. And remember this, man. When they act like that, they're defensive or they're acting like showing, doxing people, acting crazy, screaming on screen. This is the rest of their life. This stuff's recorded. They have to all answer for that someday. Yeah, brother. Yeah, Chelsea, you know the deal. Straight up. That's big bro, man. He's got great inspiration, man, because he lived it, man. He's got a couple years on me, so he's always giving positive, and that's the thing that you can't. There he is, Chick. Hey, what's up, my brother? Look at Chicky. Oh shit, come on, man. Sorry, guys. Chicky's doing good, I believe. No, it doesn't, Darren. Made love, Darren. I'll hit you up maybe tomorrow or something on the weekend. Chicky, hope you're having a blessed one, man. For real. Chicky told me too, man. Record your mom, man. I mean, I have recordings and stuff, but I should have did more. But watching him, he did them shows with his mom and all that. Man, it was, that's a real son. That's love, man. That's not somebody acting or faking. You know. I shall call him Mr. Bagelsby. I'm going to blow this. I lost my medium amount of XP 22,000 stimulator. Hmm. Thank you, brother. Everybody in here, man, have a blessed day. Hit that like button if you want. Like I said, I'm just here to try to make people feel better about themselves, man. I'm not trying to make you feel worse about yourself. Lee Lance, I'm glad you're doing good. Lisa Ann's supposed to be doing a show with me, but she's getting all frugal now. I be me. Hope you have a blessed one, man. For real, for real. Oh man, I was getting ready to get out of here. I gotta say hi to the people. Uh, remember, man, one thing me and Lisa Ann always why we connected is because she knows I don't like bullies. She knows I'm not a bully. And to be honest, even in the beginning when I was around people that were defending me and people were coming at me, I was wrong then and I can admit it. Oh, hold on one second. Uh, I don't know who that was. Somebody put my name in a thing and signed me up for all these like schools and stuff. Lisa Ann, I will hit you up later too. I just been dealing with a lot. Yeah, and tomorrow it's on, brother. I can't wait. Yeah, I'll be with Sessa tomorrow. I'll probably wait to go live until I see him. I don't have to charge up my camera. But no, man, seriously, I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you guys really like look in the mirror and love yourself, man. I don't give a fuck. People think that I'm stupid for saying that. No, it's important, man. Respect yourself, respect others, be kind, man, and just keep your head forward, man. You'll be all right. Stay blessed, not stressed. Let God handle the rest, man. And remember, man, you can always come here and just be yourself. We don't have trolls. We don't have drama. Yeah, I know. Go in a chat with 100 people and everybody's cursing at each other, disrespecting each other, talking about each other's moms, sisters, aunts, nephews, kids, and then they hang out together. Yes, rehabilitated behavior. All we need is love. All we need is Stephen, my good friend. God bless. Tomato pie. Oh man, I'm trying so hard not to do these carbs, but that hot sausage, bro, that's the best. But everybody, seriously, have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow, and I really do hope everybody can be the best version of yourself. And man, if somebody doesn't like you, who cares? Somebody doesn't want to be around you, who cares? Somebody wants to talk crap around you, about you, to really talk crap about themselves. That's all that is. You got to start realizing and not fall into it, man. But I really do hope you have a blessed night and be safe. I'll see you again. You know what I mean? Let's see if we can end it the way we came in. You ready? Meeting tomorrow. God bless everybody. Thank you for all the support, man. Everything you guys do, having my back, I really appreciate it, man. It means a lot. I'm telling you, it means a lot. I'm not making money off this channel. I'm not getting donations. I come here every day. That's how you know dude's real. I'm not doing this for anything other than to push the positive, man, because then my blessings come back. Have a great day, guys. God bless.